This is the video I made at the start of April and continued until mid-May.
The favourite time of the year. Everything's bursting into blossom. The green on the trees is so bright and vivid. This is just outside our allotment, and this is the view I get every morning on my way down to my plot. Two rows of alderman peas. The only peas I grow now are main crop. They don't take up any more room than the earlies, and you certainly get a lot more peas for your trouble. Just the two rows. A drop of rain certainly freshened them up a little bit. Job for this morning, planting out some of these brassica plants. And I think I'm going to plant out these tomatoes as well. First brassicas planted out this morning. This is a cabbage called Brigadier. Give them a bit of space and they do make quite a sizable cabbage. I've shortened the distance that they're recommended to be grown at. I don't want these great huge 40-pound plus things. These will be quite big enough. Three varieties of cabbage planted out now in my brassica cage. The far row are Brigadier, the centre row are Brunswick, and the ones at the front, these are Golden Acre. These only grow small in comparison with the other two varieties. And I've just planted my first row of cauliflowers. These are Candied Charm, and I always seem to do very well with these. These are Josta berries, a blackcurrant gooseberry hybrid. I tried to grow them originally as single cordons, but they just didn't like that very much. Now I'm growing them as a hedge. They are really performing much better. Exhibition potatoes are coming on quite well. I did manage to keep the frost off these. And here I have two ballerina apple trees. They're both dessert apples, Tango and Waltz, and at the present moment certainly looks like there's going to be a lot of apples on, but obviously I shall thin them down a little bit as time goes on. Another watering aid that I've just purchased this morning. Ideal for watering potatoes. This has certainly cured the problem of being able to reach with the watering can. I think I've just run out of water. Kestrel potatoes. I only grow a few in the ground. I prefer now to grow them all in containers. I don't grow earlies. I'll just lift some of these before they're fully mature, then leave the rest in the ground to carry on growing. It does look better when we have our allotment competition too, with no empty spaces. Lupins and wild geraniums. Looks like the geraniums are coming into bud, so it'll be the first little bit of colour. What a difference 2 or 3 days make this time of the year and a drop of rain. These wild geraniums now come into bloom. The spikes are coming into the lupins. Everything's really starting to take off. Tough ball onions are coming along very nicely. These have been grown since January in this tunnel without any form of heat, just a little bit of fleece on nights that frost was threatened. Shirley tomatoes. I'm only growing 6 this year. These have been fed once a week with a foliar feed of compost, and they've also had the routine aspirin spray.